Ice and Fire Bifurcation, The Realm of Chongde. Chapter 1 The Prelude to the Watershed. Chongde High School is located on the edge of the bustling city, spanning two campuses, East Campus and West Campus. The ancient stone road called Bluestone Road was like a watershed, dividing the nobles of the East School and the poor clans of the West School. In the East Campus, there are many high-rise buildings, students are well-dressed, and their aura is majestic, as if every corner contains the power of the family. The West Campus is deep and tortuous, surrounded by green vines, and the streets and alleys exude a strong human touch, but also with a silent tenacity. In these two worlds, the protagonist Yan Yan is like a hanging moon in the sky, arrogant and cold. He is the heir to the sect of the Yan family, the Alpha family of the East School, and bears heavy family glory. Yan Yan's eyes are deep, as if they can penetrate the darkness of people's hearts, his figure is straight, he always wears a customized black suit, his temper is gloomy and irritable, and he never communicates with people easily. When everyone saw him, there was only one feeling, a cold back, an inaccessible king. Chapter 2 The Flame of the West School, Shi Tian's World. Shi Tian from the West Campus is a passionate and persistent girl. She always likes to carry a drawing board and draw the scenery and characters of the West School. Different from the coldness of the East School, Shi Tian's world is full of warmth and vitality. She was born into an ordinary teacher family, with a strong but kind personality, and often faced life's difficulties with an optimistic attitude. One day, Shi Tian accidentally captured Yan Yan's cold back while painting. For some reason, she was deeply attracted and began to secretly draw this back as the protagonist in the fanfiction. Her brushes bring out the collision of ice and fire, the interweaving of tenderness and coldness. This back is like a mystery that has not been revealed in the depths of her heart. Chapter 3 Intertwining Ice and Fire, The Beginning of the Encounter. One day, Chongde High School ushered in the annual school-wide art exhibition, and Shi Tian decided to submit his back fandom series. Unexpectedly, the work unexpectedly attracted Yan Yan's attention. That night, in the corner of the exhibition, the two met their eyes for the first time, and Yan Yan's brows furrowed slightly, but he did not back away. Yan Yan gradually discovered that the world in Shi Tian's eyes was very different from the high wall he was in. Her sincerity and bravery made him feel the temperature of people for the first time. Their relationship, from being wary of each other to being cautious and tempting, slowly pushed away the ice in their hearts. Chapter 4 The Calm Before the Storm. Yan Yan's family seriously opposes his interactions with the students of the Western School. The Yan family arranged for him to be engaged to Qin Weiren, the princess of the East School family. Qin Weiren is beautiful, but scheming. She is gentle on the surface, but secretly she uses all means to maintain power. This bargaining chip in family politics caused Yan Yan to set off a violent storm in his heart. Shi Tian faced pressure from her classmates in the West School, who believed that she should not have anything to do with Yan Yan, who was high in the East School. The differences between the two worlds gradually widened. Chapter 5 The Bizarre Truth. One day, Yan Yan accidentally discovered a family secret that had been hidden for many years in the basement of his ancestral home. It turned out that the Yan family had been inextricably linked to a mysterious organization in the Western School, and even involved forbidden powers. This power was sealed in the ancient runes beneath the Bluestone Path, waiting to be activated. At the same time, Qin Weiren conspired to use this power to control the power of the entire Chongde campus in one fell swoop, and even tried to achieve her conspiracy by controlling Yan Yan. Chapter 6 The Decisive Battle at the Watershed. The runes under the Bluestone Path were inadvertently activated, and the entire campus fell into a bizarre illusion. Yan Yan and Shi Tian joined hands to break into this unknown magical world. Yan Yan's coldness and Shi Tian's enthusiasm are fused here, inspiring unprecedented strength. Qin Weiren led the Eastern School nobles to launch an attack, trying to regain control of the runes. The two forces collided fiercely in the illusion, and Chongde High School became a battlefield of fate. Chapter 7 After Dawn. After a desperate struggle, Yan Yan and Shi Tian finally defeated Qin Weiren and sealed the forbidden power. The boundaries between the East and West campuses were broken, and students from the two schools began to interact, and the former estrangement gradually melted. Yan Yan learned to open his heart and accept sincerity and love. Shi Tian gained more strength and transformed from an ordinary girl to a brave man who could protect his beliefs. The two walked side by side on the blue stone road, and the light reflected a new chapter in the future. Chapter 8 The Cracks of the New Order. After the seal was restored, Chongde High School ostensibly restored peace, and students from the East and West campuses gradually began to communicate, and the estrangement between them eased a little. Yan Yan and Shi Tian have become symbols of envy, and the two seem to have built their own new world on campus. However, under the new order, the undercurrent did not dissipate. After Yan Yan returned to the family, he faced unprecedented challenges. His father, Yan Shou, adhered to tradition, believing that the noble bloodline of the East School could not be confused, and Qin Weiren's defeat caused more rifts within the power of the Yan family. The family elders secretly contacted the conservatives of the East School, planning to reintegrate the forces and expel Yan Yan from the position of the heir to the sect. On the side of the West School, Shi Tian's friend, Zhou Ruokang, who was born in a family of Onmyoji, began to realize that the power of the seal under the Blue Stone Path was far more complex than imagined. During her investigation, she discovered that the sealed runes were slowly failing, meaning that the ancient forbidden power would awaken again. The turmoil in both worlds is about to strike again. Chapter 9 The Conspiracy in the Shadows. Late one night, Yan Yan flipped through the family tree in the family study and found an ancient book containing mysterious symbols. This book records the secret alliance between the Yan family and a lost clan, the Dark Yao clan. The Dark Yao clan is a supernatural family that was sealed hundreds of years ago, with the ability to control time fragments, but was exterminated because its power was too dangerous. Just as Yan Yan was reading carefully, a cold light passed through the window, and Qin Weiren's shadow appeared at the door of the study. Do you think it's over when it's sealed? Yan Yan, the real war has just begun. Qin Weiren sneered, holding an ancient ring in his hand, which was a relic left by the Dark Yao clan. It turned out that she had privately contacted the remnants of the Dark Yao clan, trying to awaken the lost power and revive the glory of the family, and in this way shake the pattern of Chongde High School and even the entire city. Chapter 10 The Crack in Time and Space. With the awakening of the power of the Dark Yao clan, visions began to appear on the campus. Strange light and shadow often appeared over the Blue Stone Road, sometimes repeating yesterday's scenes, sometimes appearing after images of the future. Students have felt the distortion of time, and the campus has become a maze of time and space. Shi Tian and Zhou Ruokang decided to join forces and use the combination of yin-yang and painting to find an opportunity to break the cracks in time. They found that only Yan Yan's bloodline could stabilize the runes and prevent the spread of time fragments. During an operation to track down the secret gathering of the Dark Yao clan, Shi Tian and Yan Yan met unexpectedly. The two worked together to break through many traps, but they also saw each other's most vulnerable faces in the confrontation. Chapter 11 Broken Promises. Yan Yan's political pressure within the family was increasing, and Qin Weiren used traitors within the family to sow discord, and Yan Yan's trust almost collapsed. He began to doubt the people closest to him and even wanted to give up the inheritance for a while. At this time, Shi Tian's unconditional support became his only support. She painted his back in the corner of the campus, as if to tell him, no matter how broken the world is, there are always people who are willing to walk with you. However, Qin Weiren's plan was in full swing, and a battle involving power, family, and forbidden forces began. Chapter 12 The Duel Between Light and Darkness. Finally, the forces of the Dark Yao clan launched a forbidden ritual in the underground secret room under the Blue Stone Path. Time begins to disintegrate, and reality and fantasy are intertwined. Yan Yan, Shi Tian, and Zhou Ruokang teamed up to break into the secret room and usher in a life and death duel. Qin Weiren waved the Dark Yao ring, and the time fragments attacked frantically, and the campus instantly turned into a distorted illusion, with the past, present, and future intertwined into a chaotic maze. In this duel between light and darkness, Yan Yan finally broke through his demons and awakened the true power hidden in the Yan family's bloodline, the power of the rift to control space. His wonderful cooperation with Shi Tian caused the ritual to collapse and the seal to be reinforced. Chapter 13 A New Dawn. After the battle, the campus returned to tranquility, but the traces left by the cracks in time were forever imprinted in everyone's hearts. Students on the East and West campuses began to rethink their relationship with each other, and Yan Yan and Shi Tian also understood that there was still a long way to go. They stood on the blue stone road and looked into the distance. Yan Yan held Shi Tian's hand and said firmly, "No matter how many difficulties lie ahead, we will go on together." Shi Tian responded with a smile. His back was no longer cold, but as warm as light. Chapter 14 Broken Trust. After the war, although the relationship between Yan Yan and Shi Tian was stable, the turmoil within the Yan family did not subside. Yan Zhou and Qin Weiren's faction were behind the scenes, and even used the embers of the remnants of the Dark Yao clan to try to turn the tables. Yan Yan began to realize that the real enemy was not only an external threat, but also a betrayal from the depths of his blood. At a family council, Yan Yan was accused of secretly colluding with the Western school, violating family rules, and even being secretly monitored. His friend and family guard, Shen Liun, had to struggle between the pressures of the two factions, maintaining a delicate balance. All this made Yan Yan feel lonely and began to question his position and future. Chapter 15 The fire is rekindled. Shi Tian sensed Yan Yan's struggle and decided to support him in his own way. She cooperated with the West School Student Union to organize a number of cross-school exchange activities in an attempt to eliminate misunderstandings and hostility between students from the East and West schools. At the same time, Zhou Ruokang and Shi Tian discovered that the seal of the Dark Yao clan was slowly disintegrating due to time cracks, and if it was not strengthened as soon as possible, it would cause a larger-scale space-time disaster. Under such pressure, Yan Yan decided to face the family problem personally, and he confessed his support for the integration of the East and the West, vowing to no longer be subject to the traditional shackles. Chapter 16 The True Meaning of Awakening. Yan Yan, accompanied by Shi Tian and Shen Liun, entered the forbidden area under the Blue Stone Road and restudied the family's ancient books. After continuous attempts, he finally mastered the power of the rift at a deeper level, not only to control space, but also to perceive and harmonize fragments of time. This power allows him to travel through different points in time, mend the destroyed past, and rewrite the future. Yan Yan realized that he was not only the heir of the family, but also a bridge connecting the East and the West and the future of the two worlds. Chapter 17 The Final Trial. However, the real test came. Qin Weiren led the remaining Dark Yao forces to launch the final blow, trying to rewrite history with the help of time fragments and turn Chongde High School into her private territory. Her power expanded wildly in an instant, space collapsed, and time was disordered. Yan Yan and Shi Tian worked hand in hand, shuttling through the fragments of the past and the future to prevent this disaster from happening. They must guard the right track of reality and history at the same time, and forge each other's trust and strength in the many trials of time and space cracks. Chapter 18 The Light of Dawn. At the final critical moment of the decisive battle, Yan Yan used all his strength, combining Shi Tian's brush and Zhou Ruokang's yin-yang magic circle to seal Qin Weiren in the abyss of time. As Qin Weiren's seal was completed, the time fragments gradually returned to balance, and the light on the blue stone path was more dazzling than ever. The East and West campuses are truly integrated, and the campus is full of vitality and hope. Yan Yan and Shi Tian stood in the dawn of dawn, and the two could finally face the future without any worries. Finale. Yan Yan became the youngest heir to the sect in the history of Chongde High School, leading the family's reform and innovation to promote the integration and prosperity of the East and West campuses. Shi Tian became the cultural messenger of the new generation of Chongde, recording and praising the story and spirit belonging to Chongde with a brush. Their stories have been celebrated by future generations and have become symbols of changing destiny. Together, the two wrote a new chapter of their own, and also established the belief for generations of students, No matter blood and origin, only courage, understanding, and tolerance can create a true future. Underscore 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 un. Postscript, beyond the back. The once cold back is no longer lonely in Chi Tian's paintings. Every stroke contains light and heat, as if telling the story, we are all painters of our own destiny. The Bluestone Road still stretches quietly, carrying the interweaving of history and the future. Chongde High School, the school on the watershed, has finally ushered in the dawn of peace and hope. The story comes to an end, but life and dreams never stop. You and I are both that light, illuminating the next unknown fork.